Clay and Lizzie here. This video is part of our free 22 clinical skill demonstration series, but our full course, GatorCNA On Demand SurePass, takes it to the next level with quizzes, mock exams, and a straightforward path to passing your exam on the first try. Sign up for a free preview at www.GatorCNAOnDemand.com to get access to 3 full modules and see why 92% of our students pass the state exam. This skill is dress a resident who has a weak arm. The candidate is asked to put on a long sleeve, button front shirt, pants, and socks on a resident who's lying in bed. The resident is not able to help with dressing and has a weak arm. A mannequin is used for the role of the resident. Follow along in your student manual. Start each skill the same way by knocking on the resident's door. Greet the resident by their preferred name, introduce yourself, and explain the care you're about to provide. Hi, Miss Nettle, how are you doing today? Good. My name's Lizzie, I'm your nursing assistant, and today I was going to help you get dressed. Is that okay? Great. Let me go wash my hands, get my supplies, and I'll be right back. If this was the first skill on your care plan, you'll need to physically wash your hands at this point. If this is the second or third skill on your care plan, turn to your NAE and say, I will wash my hands at this point. When gathering your supplies, you can bring the overbed table to the cabinet and stack your supplies there. Or you can walk from the cabinet and back and forth to the table. If you choose to do this, make sure you're not holding any clean supplies against your dirty uniform. Always offer your resident a choice in what they're going to wear for every piece of clothing. Would you like to wear the long socks or the short socks? Short socks? Would you like to wear yellow pants or blue pants? Yellow? Would you like to wear your orange shirt or your beige shirt? Beige? Great choice. Take the clothes back to the resident. We're now ready to prep the resident. The resident is currently dressed in a hospital-style gown laying under the top sheet. We're going to dress them in socks, pants, and a shirt. Let's start by untucking the top sheet from the foot of the bed so they can move around freely. We're now ready to start dressing the resident.
Would you like to see a full mock exam demonstration and take a written mock exam? Our full course, GatorCNA On Demand SurePass, includes a full-length demonstration of how to pass the clinical portion of the Florida CNA exam, as well as a full written mock exam. Sign up for a free preview at www.GatorCNAOnDemand.com and get access to 3 full modules and see why 92% of our students pass the state exam.
Start by putting on the resident's socks. Miss Nettle, I'm going to go ahead and start putting on your socks for you. When putting on the socks, if you need to lift the leg, make sure you're not holding on to any of the joints, like the ankle. Expose the feet as needed. Bunch up the sock and place it over the toes. Pull it down over the heel. Run your hand over the bottom to relieve any wrinkles that may be there. Now dress the other foot. Once again, pull it over the heel and smooth out any wrinkles. We're now ready to put on the pants. Take the pants and bunch them up. I've only washed my hands up to my wrist, so I don't want to put my hands in further than that into their clothing. Bunch them up on either side. When you have one leg bunched up fully, slide it over the resident's foot. Once again, make sure you're not holding on to any joints during this procedure. Take the other pant leg and bunch that side up as well. And slide it over the foot. Double check that the tag is in the back and that you're putting on the pants in the correct direction. Under the blanket, start slowly pulling up the pants. All this will happen under the sheet. When you get to their gown, lift the gown up to put the pants on underneath it so it doesn't get tucked into the pants. We want to be as gentle as possible, but because this is a mannequin, they're unable to lift their hips at all. So when we get to the hips, we're going to have to lift the mannequin up to get the pants over. Miss Nettle, I need to get your pants over your hips. You're going to feel a lift on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Great job. Bring the top sheet back down to keep the resident covered. We can now move on to dressing the shirt. Now your resident does have a weak side and they'll be indicated on the care plan on test day, so make sure that you read your care plan carefully. Unbutton the shirt if it's buttoned when you pull it out. And make sure you know where the tag is. Set this on the table for now. Before we can put the shirt on, we'll have to get the gown off. We want to make sure we keep the resident covered as much as possible during this procedure. For undressing, we're going to start undressing the stronger arm first. If you need your resident to sit up to untie the gown, you can ask him to do so. Miss Nettle, will you please sit up for me on the count of 3? 1, 2, and 3. Hold the sheet by the shoulder so it doesn't fall down. And you can lay back down. Thank you. Under the sheet, bunch up the gown and start to remove it from the strong arm. Bunch it up under the sheet and move it to the other side of the body. You'll now walk around the bed to finish undressing it on the weak side. Because this is their weak arm, we need to be as gentle as possible. Get the gown bunched up as much as you can and gently slide it off the arm, avoiding any sudden movements. Let the resident know you'll step away to take this to the linens. Miss Nettle, I'll be right back. I gotta go take this to the hamper. When putting the clean shirt back onto the resident, you're gonna start with the weak side. Take the shirt and walk over to the appropriate side. Once again, this is the weak arm, so we have to do minimal movement. Bunch up the sleeve as much as you can. Unbutton the button if you need to give you more room. Gently slide the sleeve over the resident's hand with as little movement as possible. And once again, make sure the shirt is facing the correct way. We're going to ask the resident to sit up once again so we can toss the rest of the shirt behind their back. All right, Miss Nettle, on the count of 3, can you sit up for me? 1, 2, and 3. Hold the sheet by the shoulder so it doesn't fall down and accidentally expose them. Bring the shirt around their back and smooth out the back so there's no heavy wrinkles. Help them lay back down. We're gonna lay back down here. Good. You can now walk around to the other side to finish dressing the resident. We're now dressing the strong arm so we can move around the arm a little bit more. We still want to be generally gentle though. All right, Miss Nettle, I'm going to have you help me get your arm into the sleeve here. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to bring this down over your hand, okay? Fantastic. Bring the shirt on top of the sheet. Start buttoning every single button on the shirt. Even if there's a button that looks like it might be uncomfortable up here by the neck, you'll still need to button that button. All right, Miss Nettle, I am almost done buttoning your shirt here. You can now gently remove the sheet. Try to avoid any shearing of the skin by bunching it up and bringing it down. Fold the sheet all the way down to the bottom of the bed now that they're fully dressed. Go back and start smoothing out their clothes so they look nice and neat. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and straighten out these pant legs for you, okay? If the pant legs are longer than the mannequin's legs, cuff them at the bottom. Roll them outwards until they're right above the ankles. Do the same thing with the shirt. If your shirt has any buttons on the sleeves, you'll need to button these buttons as well. Looks like a button came undone there, Miss Nettle. Sorry about that. Walk around to the other side to finish straightening out the resident's outfit. Okay, I'm just going to cuff this for you here. All right, and let me get this side of your shirt all straightened out for you as well. All right, you can now move on to your normal closing statements. Remove any furniture that you may have brought in. For most skills, it doesn't matter which hand you place the call light, but for this skill it does. They have a weak side, so make sure you place the call light in the strong hand. All right, Miss Nettle, is there anything I can get for you before I take off for the day? Can I get you a glass of water or put a TV show on for you? No? Okay, well, here's your call light. Let me know if you need anything, and you have a great day. If this was the first skill on your care plan, you'll need to physically wash your hands at this point. If this is the second or third skill on your care plan, turn to your NAE and say, I will wash my hands at this point.
Thanks for watching. If this video helped, imagine what our full course can do for you. With step-by-step guidance, mock exams, and personalized support, GatorCNA On Demand SurePass gives you everything you need to pass your CNA exam. Sign up for our free preview at www.GatorCNAOnDemand.com to get access to 3 full modules to see why 92% of our students pass the state exam.
Thanks for watching GatorCNA On Demand. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment or question, and subscribe to the channel for more support on your Florida CNA journey.